She is the #1 heroine India has ever seen. प्यार से लोग इन्हें धक धक गर्ल बुलाते हैं और इनकी हर फिल्म से यही पता चलता है that once a superstar, always a superstar. He did her first film with her as Raja in 1995 और बॉक्स ऑफिस पर ये फिल्म immediately blockbuster declare हो गई. They are reuniting after a good 27 years. So on this episode of Sunday Brunch with Zomato, I am meeting the iconic stars of the 90s for some Akhiyan Milao and Akhiyan Churao. Let's welcome Madhuri Dixit and Sanjay Kapoor. आप दोनों को एक साथ देखकर एक ही गाना मुझे याद आ रहा है. Any guesses which one?
हमने बड़े हिट गाने दिए हैं.
पर मेरा फेवरेट है अखियां मिलाऊं कभी अखियां चुराऊं.
चलो फिर जरा फिर से कहना एक और बार गाओ फिर से कहना.
That's also a really nice one.
फिर
नजरें मिली. देखा हम अपने गानों पे तो बहुत गाने बड़े अच्छे हैं.
पता है.
That's true. पर इस शो में we are going to walk down your memory lane a little. So what part of Mumbai is really close to your heart, Madhuri ji? If you can tell your birthplace, you know, which are the pockets of Mumbai that are really close to you?
Well, I grew up in JB Nagar,
Okay.
so that's very close to me in Andheri, and I went to school also very close by. Basically, grew up there. That's it. That's the closest I've been to any place.
Yeah,
It's
and-
my Matra district or whatever it's called.
And do you have any fond memories, fond food memories rather?
Oh yes, it was dominated. That society is dominated by Marwaris and Punjabis, and so my neighbors were Punjabi, and I used to go to their house and eat. जो पूजा करते थे ना, उसकी जो छोले होते थे, पूरी
और सूजी का
कड़ा.
हलवा. सूजी का हलवा.
कड़ा.
कड़ा.
Oh, I love kada. It's my comfort food. Kada. I just love it.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And संजय जी आपका चेंबूर से बहुत पुराना रिश्ता
चेंबूर.
रहा
Yes,
है.
absolutely.
तो कौन सी जगहें आपको चेंबूर में आज भी बहुत याद आती है?
चेंबूर के में जो वहाँ पे चेंबूर स्टेशन के यहाँ बहुत साउथ इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट होते थे.
Right.
And I'm very, very fond of idli and dosa and everything. And there was a place over there called Geeta Bhavan, which I used to
अभी भी
visit.
है.
Abhi bhi hai, but I've not unfortunately been there for a long time. So I have grown up eating those idlis and dosas and loving every moment of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
in these South Indian Udupi restaurants, they used to have that dahi vada.
Dahi vada, हाँ.
Extremely sweet dahi vada. I still remember that, and I used to love it.
And South Indian restaurants are very, very clean. You know, so at that time, when you're not going to fancy restaurants, you're going over there, you used to always feel that you're having, very clean food, the open kind of kitchen. You could, the coffee, everything was very, the way they used to serve
Yeah,
you and everything. Yeah, it used to be very nice. Yeah. So,
आप दोनों ना बहुत ही पैशनेट साउंड कर रहे हो टुवर्ड्स फूड.
Yes.
और आप दोनों को देखकर लगता नहीं है कि आप लोग बहुत ज्यादा खाते हो. आई ऑल कॉन्शियस अबाउट व्हाट यू ऑल आर ईटिंग. यू बोथ लुक एक्सट्रीमली यंग. व्हाट्स द सीक्रेट?
पहली बात तो हम हैं यंग.
जब आप बचपन
दिखते
में थे,
नहीं.
हम भी बचपन
बचपन में थे, छोटे से तो थे राजा के टाइम. तो वो ट्रिक फोटोग्राफी ट्रिक करके हमें बड़ा बताया.
वन ऑफ द इंस्टा फिल्टर्स तभी डिस्कवर किया था.
Yeah. No, actually, I love food. I have great. I really love eating and everything. Maybe I don't eat sweets.
Yeah.
That's the reason it doesn't show. But I don't compromise on food. I love food.
Yeah, I have to make a confession that I was not so much into food before when I was working. But after I got married, my husband is such a foodie that now even I've become a foodie. So we're always searching for new restaurants. Where should we go? Let's eat this, let's eat that. So it's like, it's a food fest now.
Yeah. So for me, like holidays also.
Yeah.
When
It's
I go
about
for a
food,
holiday,
right?
it's all about lunch पे dinner की बात कर रहे हैं. और dinner पे कल lunch का खाएं.
But the good thing with Ram is that we also do a lot of activities.
Yeah.
So, we eat a lot during our vacations, but we also do a lot of like physical activities.
जब आप यूएस गए तब आपको इंडिया का खाना याद आता था?
हाँ बिल्कुल, especially my mom's food. इतना मिस करती थी मैं because she is such a good cook and I used to miss it. And then I tried my hand at so many dishes and that was also another adventure. Because I never cooked before I got married. Like anda
Where
bhiya,
was the time?
poha bhiya.
Where was the time?
ऐसा ठीक था, yeah. And there was a time. I
Yeah,
never
at
really got to
that
go to
time
the
you're
kitchen.
working
Continuously.
like continuously
Yes.
every day.
Yeah. So then I started cooking there and I had a lot of adventures with cooking.
So now are you a pro cook? You had good enough years in USA as well.
Yeah, so I cook quite decently now. I can
Okay.
cook quite a few number of things. But when I came back now, again, I've not been cooking. Except for making breakfast for my kids.
अभी हम आते हैं आपके यहाँ डिनर पे,
हाँ,
आप कुक
आना
करो
तो मैं-
और राम और मैं खाना खाएंगे.
ठीक है, बहुत साल कुक नहीं किया है, मैं कुक करती हूँ, खा के दिखाना सिर्फ.
I'll wait for Ram to eat.
Don't worry, आज किसी को कुकिंग नहीं करनी है. हमने खाना बाहर से मंगाया है. And I know that you both love Asian food. तो हमने याओचा से आप लोगों के लिए कुछ dim sum मंगाए हैं. So let's get started. Let's celebrate your reunion after a lot of years.
Absolutely.
With dim sums.
Dim sums.
इतनी देर से बेचारा वेट कर रहा है, मेरे मुंह में कब जाएगा.
How's it?
Very good.
Okay.
So good.
Even in shooting, there's always this evening break which everybody looks
Oh my
forward
God,
to.
yeah, nashta.
Nashta. But I never
That's
eat
dangerous.
that. That's
The
dangerous
nashta is
because
dangerous.
then your dinner becomes late.
True.
So, so I avoid that evening snack at home or at shoot.
Yeah, even I eat early dinner.
Yeah, so
even if
that
I
I
go to parties, I'll have my dinner and go.
कितने बजे तक खा लेते हो आप?
Latest 8:30.
Latest 8:30.
Yeah,
Some tips
latest.
coming in from Madhuri Dixit on how to always look young. Finish your dinner by 8:30.
Yes, absolutely. That's very, very important. Very important to eat early.
Yeah.
We don't eat by 8:30, but by कोशिश करके 9 बजे 9 सवा 9 तक our dinner is done most of the time. Most of the time.
Okay. Now talking of food, हम आपके साथ एक fun game खेलेंगे, which is Eatometer presented by Zomato. We're going to ask you some questions around food, and let's see how well you fare. Okay?
Wow.
Sanjay ji, if you had to order something for Madhuri ji, what would it be?
Edamame dim sums, because she just said I love them.
What about you if you have to order something for him?
The same thing. He's in love with them. That's the first thing he ate.
And that's the only thing I've eaten.
Exactly.
Okay, what's your go-to breakfast every day?
It keeps on changing, but I have a muesli and I have a yogurt with it and I put walnuts and badam. 5 days a week, mostly I eat that.
Right. What about you?
It's either eggs, any
Right.
form of eggs, or oats.
अच्छा, सबसे अच्छी क्या डिश कुक कर लेते हैं आप?
It's a very simple dish. It's French toast, which I make, and my kids love it. So I usually, when I cook breakfast for them, it'll be French toast with fruit,
Okay, pick a junk food, pizza or burger.
Burger for me.
pizza.
Most bizarre thing you've ever eaten.
It's a bizarre, though I don't even try to eat. If something doesn't look good, I don't eat it.
I can't pronounce it in French, but it's not bizarre. It's very tasty. Snails. I don't know what that French word is a thing which you get at these French restaurants. Very
Wow.
nice.
You have to rate this food in order of your comfort, okay? राजमा चावल, आलू के परांठे, बटर चिकन, छोले भटूरे या गाजर का हलवा?
Rajma chawal, butter chicken, chole bhature. Gajar ka halwa is definitely last, which was the fourth one.
Butter chicken you said, right?
Yeah.
आलू के परांठे.
Aloo ke parathe.
Okay. Now to you, okay? खिचड़ी, पूरन पोली, फोडणीचे भात, कोथिंबीर वड़ी और मिसल पाव.
Misal pav will be last.
Oh, okay. We all know about the last.
Last thing I'll eat, puran poli is the first thing I eat. I love puran poli. All the Marathi sweets I love, like modak, puran poli and all that.
मैं ये जब आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछते मुझे पता कि मेरे से पूछे होते तो मेरे को बोला ये है क्या? I only know मिसल पाव. मतलब मिसल पाव तो है बाकी चार चीजें हैं क्या?
कोथिंबीर वड़ी is coriander का बनाते हैं उन लोग.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
It's very tasty.
It's very tasty.
So that'll be number 2. Then
जिस चीज को मैं प्रोनाउंस
जो
नहीं कर
rice है वो
सकता, जिस चीज को मैं प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर सकता,
वो number
मैं खाता
4 होगा rice.
Okay.
Last will be the
You said Mr. Powell.
Yeah, Missile Power.
Missile
Yeah.
power.
Okay. If Sanjay ji had to invite 3 people for a Sunday brunch at his house, who would he call?
3 people.
Yeah, from the
Me.
industry.
Me, my husband,
Okay, 2.
and his wife.
You
तो
can't.
definitely खाना बच जाता. I would have called the Kapoors.
All 3 Kapoors.
All the 3 Kapoors. Yeah.
Okay. And what about Madhuri ji? If she has to invite someone, 3
बाकी
people. actually.
मुझे invite करे बाकी I don't care. Especially now that she said that she's learned cooking.
Yeah.
चलो बाकी 2 actually आने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Let's talk about the Fame game. काफी इंटरेस्टिंग सा लग रहा है जो ट्रेलर हमने देखा. You are already playing like a popular Bollywood actress और उसमें एक डायलॉग है. So कैमरा के आगे कुछ और होता है पर कैमरा का सच कुछ और होता है. Everybody watching out there always thinks that Bollywood actors की life बहुत ही fancy होती है. तो आज मैं 2 seasoned actors के साथ हूँ. I want to know how true it is and how different is your life what we see on screen.
But our lives are the same. हम वही खाना खाते हैं वो बच्चों के साथ स्कूल में उनको वही डांटते हैं. अगर my son doesn't sleep on time, I make sure that I go in the room and check. I call him up first and then I go and quietly check. So as an example, I'm saying, so it's as simple as or as complicated as any family. It's got nothing special that because we are from Bollywood that we do anything special. It's not that when we are sitting having lunch or dinner that we are talking always. In fact, because like our whole family is into movies, it's very rare that we are talking about work as such, खाने के टेबल में खाली खाने की तारीफ हो रही है और वही हो रहा है. अरे ये क्या बनाया है? Bonnie is always complaining. कि यार ये गरम नहीं हुआ ठीक से ये करो यार. So अगर ये बॉलीवुड की लाइफ है तो हमारी लाइफ ये है.
I think the only difference is, Sanjay, that we are in front of the camera all the time. And say if something has happened in your life or my life or we've just lost someone or whatever, but we still have to come in front of the camera
Yes.
and act out whatever the scene it is, whether it's a comedy scene or laughter. We have to forget all that.
Yeah.
Come here and, act it
like
out.
everything is
everything is
okay.
okay. So I think that is what it means by that. But of course, because it's a fictitious play, in the sense it's a script, it's a series, but the characters are all fictitious and they are trying to, develop this whole feeling of that mystery and that enigma, that what you see in front of the camera is not, because it's all talking about the character that I'm playing, and that's how her life is. Doesn't mean all our lives are like that. I mean, our lives are pretty ordinary, compared to what Anamika Anand and Nikhil and all are going through, his character in the movie.
Yeah, okay. Lots of things to look forward to in this series. 25th February is when it's releasing.
Yes.
Okay. I also want to talk about your debut. I said we are going to walk down the memory lane. Go back in 1984. Is that
Yes,
when
that's
you
right.
did your first film? What was the story? How did you get your first film?
Well, it so happened that in school I was very active on stage. Like I was in plays, I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to do everything on stage. And a family friend knew about that, and that family friend used to work with the Rashris. And Rashris was looking for a new girl, a young girl, because she plays a child bride in their movie. And they said, we want to look for a girl who can be comfortable dancing, singing and all that. So he approached us saying that they're looking for someone and would you be interested? And that's how I got aboard, because we went to the office after much discussion, because my mom comes from a very orthodox family and we had to talk to them that, they've approached us for a movie. And we went there and we met Raj Babuji, and he, as usual, asked me to read something in Hindi, just to make sure I don't have an accent, a Marathi accent.
I went through the same.
Yeah. So I read the author. It was about the author. And I read it and he says, okay, you don't have an accent. And then they did a screen test and everything. And lo and behold, I had the movie.
Oh, how old were you at that time?
I was 16 or 17, yeah. We didn't have vanity vans. We didn't have all those comforts. Like, we had to sit outside. Whether it's raining, if it starts raining, you run into the car and sit inside the car. And
like I said, the very important thing, there were no monitors that time.
Yeah.
We used to look at the director and the cameraman.
Their reaction.
Because there was no monitor to check, or for them also to check whether the shot is okay or no. It was just live. If they felt it's correct, it's correct. It was like that. So that all has changed. That's a big change.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
Okay, let's talk about travel. Do you both like traveling?
I love traveling. Yeah.
Okay, any favorite destinations?
Actually, it used to be New York for a very long time, but I think now I prefer LA a little more. I love traveling, but if you have to pick up one place, I would say LA. Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
Wow, LA. Yeah, I mean, I usually like to go where there's not too much crowd and all. So I think Maldives or a beach kind of a place is somewhere I love to go. Italy was again fabulous, Rome, and just to see the architecture of that era and how they constructed all that. It's amazing. It's mind-boggling. So I like to travel and discover also both.
और हमने recently आप लोग का video देखा of अखियाँ मिलाओ.
Yeah, that was Ram's, but that was just 2-3 days back.
Yeah, 2-3 days back.
Yeah.
Can we recreate that?
You cannot recreate that. We can show you the video. And if I knew, I was telling her, if I knew it's going to trend so much, मैं थोड़ा rehearsal करके आता.
आज कर लेते हैं हम rehearsal के साथ.
Yeah, that was such a impromptu thing, and it was that occasion. It was Ram's birthday, and we were just happy, and it just happened, and everybody was cheering us. Didn't even think that it was, there was the energy, the vibe was so good.
Yeah.
You can't see it because there was Ram dancing there, Nitesh and Jiljiya dancing.
Farah
was there, and there were a lot of Rams and
our friends
and all were there.
At least आँखों से अपने जो आपने किया है उसमें.
अब तो impossible.
Can you do that?
Yeah. मुझे तो हमेशा yeah, because everybody think मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. They don't realize कि उनकी आँखें नहीं, उनकी पूरी मुंडी खुलती है. Only she can do that.
अखियाँ मिलाऊं कभी अखियाँ चुराऊं क्या तूने किया जादू.
तो मैंने ऐसे किया था तो मैंने बहुत किया ट्राई से. At those times it used to be the hero heroine used to be in front and there used to be 100 junior artists. So dancers में I used to always tell the dancers ज़्यादा अच्छा डांस मत करना क्योंकि लोगों को कहेगा तू गलत कर रहा है. मैं तो सही कर रहा, मैं तो हीरो हूँ.
Correct.
So here we were only 2 of us and both had to do we are doing the same step. I said, God, and I'm a newcomer, and then dancing with her, so that, that camera, confidence, everything.
Yeah.
And so I used to go at 6:30, 6:45. I told Saroji, जो आज शूटिंग करेंगे, आज जो मैंने रिहर्सल किया वही शूटिंग करना, बाकी कोई स्टेप किया.
And I used to think, अरे ये तो बहुत अच्छा डांस करता है, ऐसे दिखाया नहीं, he's doing it. And I'm like, wow, he can dance because you know how Anil is, he has to work really hard at it. I says, ये तो natural effort से डांस कर लेता है. Now I came to know that day when he mentioned this somewhere. I said, I didn't know.
So I used to go early morning and rehearse for like hour and a half, 2 hours. And get those steps, and then we used to, and it was that May heat. It was so hot. My God.
Terribly hot. And the sets are not, there
were no AC.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, I still remember shooting at Filmistan. And my God, and there were no, like she's saying, there were no vanity vans. We used to go to that Filmistan makeup room. After that, 5 minutes, I didn't know. Chalo, bula to logo.
And what happened was I'd done this whole hairstyle and all that. In 2 minutes, it was ruined. It was so hot and we were dancing and it was like, then what my hairdresser said, let's do a wet look. So we just wet the hair up because as it is, we were like, getting bathed in sweat and everything. So,
I am truly enjoying this conversation. आप दोनों की story सुन के ऐसा लग रहा है this can be an endless chat, but I don't want to keep you guys away from the food. So please आप अभी खाइए, and thank you very much for taking out the time. Wish you all the best for Fame Game.
Thank you so much.
We are all looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.